Good Saturday, everybody. We got our boy back in the day, Team Zebra, on the Papega map for your daily royale. We're gonna. Are you good at Papega? Can you beat Red on Papega?
I don't know, because I don't know. I don't know it off the name.
Okay, so we have Papega, Pipe Pass, Mirage, the new one, Import Export, the Ice Bob one that has jumps and whatnot, and then Forest Jumps, which looks like a golf course. Those are the maps.
Yeah, I know the Forest Jumps. Also, I realize now that the Papega is the first one we're doing.
Yeah, thankfully.
I have not finished Red, but I can do all of the rest.
Cool. Yeah, same. I'd be concerned for both of us if we couldn't do the rest, but I think as long as we get to Red with a decent time, we'll be okay.
Oh, as soon as we finish Green, we'll be good.
It's hard to tell, because sometimes after the supers, like, you never know who's going to be in these queues. Because sometimes the normal royales have people that don't play the super, and so it's like pretty straightforward. But sometimes all the people leak over at the end of the super, and you end up with all the sweaty masters in normal. Because a lot of them will solo queue, like, afterwards, instead of stacking. Because they just want to get their victories in whatever facet possible. Because, what's it called? We ended up with Criley once, and Criley was by themselves. We had Wicker Zen on our team one time, added us too, and definitely confirmed that I learned some really bad things to say in Portuguese. Yep. Who else did we have? We had you that one time, I think, which we weren't expecting because we always saw you with other people.
Yeah, my two buddies that I usually play with, and then the one day, like, we just couldn't invite each other for some reason, and so, like, we all, like, two of us got into a party, and the other guy just solo queued and managed to get into your team.
That's what it was. Yeah, I remember.
And that was, you, I guess, ended up winning because we got, like, eliminated very early, and so we're like, well, we'd rather just go play together a regular royal, and then, like, we came back as the final map was going, and it was our two teams going.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You're like, oh yeah, we left because we. Yeah, I remember. That was a time. That was recent. Why am I making it sound like it was like decades ago? And I'm like, yes, when the game first came out in 2020. This is when that happened. Yes, I remember. Like it was yesterday. Yeah. Oh jeez. I'm gonna say that we're probably fine considering Ladybug is not beaten White and probably is just.
Oh, they just finished. Oh jeez.
Oh, I thought that they were just AFK. Jeez. I thought they like queued and walked away and were not paying attention.
One of the times I had, of the 12 teams, only 2 teams, I think, got points in the first match.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. I mean, okay, hear me out. If everyone does it, who gets through? You know, that'd be kind of a cool little experiment.
We were just talking about this earlier because, like, once you get down to, like, the very end and, like, you reset on White, if your team is not listed as number 1, you know, you're going to start getting the red screen.
Yeah. Well, I think it's whoever resets first counts as, like, a loss, right, in a sense, because like if you get when you're in the super, right, if it's like top 3, even if your team finished, or even if your team is listed as first and your 2 teammates haven't given up, if you like messed up on White and you reset, your screen has like the red there because you're like, you know, the game like just does the math on that, I guess. Don't ask me how, but I have noticed that. Not because I fuck up White or anything. I've never fucked up White in my life. Definitely not about to have some ironies here. Definitely finished the White section. We see 2 seconds bonus time. No need to have any sort of second glance at that.
Oh yeah, I do love looking at the bonus bonus time to be like, did my teammates actually help me out?
Nope, you don't need to look at that. We're fine. Ooh, I just saw the team behind us try and do that thing that we were doing earlier where they like finish green and then they take the bridge instead of like finishing green. Yeah, you hate to see that.
That's exactly what my buddy did today. He's like, oh, I just finished blue. And I was like, oh, did you start green? He's like, yeah. Yeah.
Literally you. Oh, but I went through the hoop and nothing happened. What's going on? Yeah, that's why I like maps that have large amounts of direction.
Yeah.
Because if there's no direction, I generally am a little displeased by things. God, what is happening? Should I restart? Yep, probably.
Hey, I did it.
I got to the reactor down and I just was, I don't know, I was out to lunch. Oh, okay. Yep, did not. Oh, Invalid Replay. I recognize that name. They're on the old Crocodile team. But yeah, I think this map with a little better signage, not that bad.
Right, yeah. Well, once you know what you're doing, yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, I just don't think that you should have to like be playing the map to learn it. Like you should be able, in my opinion, to play a map and like know what's happening as you're doing it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, you might not make the things, but like you shouldn't have to be guessing what the things are that you have to do, you know? There's a difference between a skill differential and an ESP differential, and I definitely don't have ESP. I don't know about you.
Not really.
Yeah, I've got ESPN, but like that's about as close as I get, you know. And even then, I don't watch it, so.
It would be interesting to have like a complete maze map where the whole point of it is
there is one.
There is one? Oh,
yeah.
Man.
In the map review, I saw one. I don't know if it's going to get pushed through or not. It's not currently in the rotation, but last week during the map review, I did see something akin to what you're describing. And I was like, oh, that's horrifying. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah. One of the ones in the map review was every single track started like, you know, parallel to each other and then went onto the same track itself and then split off at the very end to a different finish line. Like there was no difference in any of the track itself.
Are you talking about the one that was just like the flat platform with the different colored on the bottom?
No, it's in the map review right now.
Oh, okay. I went into the map review for like 2 seconds and then I didn't get to play any of them yet today, so.
Oh.
But the one that I'm thinking about was in there either last week or 2 weeks ago. It was basically a flat surface and it had all the starts and finishes on the same level. And you had to figure out which one to drive into. And like there wasn't any obstacles or anything, but there was no indication of what was up from down. You literally were just like, oh, let me drive through this one. Oh, that one's not white. Okay, let me drive through this other one. Okay, that one's not white. And you just had to like kind of do it that way. And they allegedly like color coded the floor so that you would follow like the colors on the floor for it. But there obviously is overlap, and so there was breakages, and so it was very easy to get lost regardless of the camera angle that you used. So it appears I was a little mistaken on which one Forest Jumps was. I thought this was the golf course looking one. This is in fact the one that I can't really do blue consistently on.
Oh, no, the Forest Jumps is still coming up.
No, this is Forest Jumps.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Forest Jumps.
Oh. Okay, then I was mistaken as well.
Yeah.
We were thinking it was the same one.
Yeah, the one where like green's got the things that come up from the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that was Forest Jumps, but this one's definitely Forest Jumps. The angle for blue is just very not, like my brain doesn't understand how to like, I know what I need to do physically, my brain doesn't know how to like work out the geometry of it. And I've made the jump before, and I just don't make it anymore regularly, if at all.
I like so perfect of like the jump and then which I just did, and then other times it's like I can't get up there to save my life.
Yeah, I normally bonk on the ceiling of that circle on red. This map is just not me friendly.
Oh my god. I took the half pipe at the end, but I went up and hit the black and got up to the black track, which has a reactor boost up there.
Ooh, yeah. Dangerous.
A booster. Oh, I should pay attention to the big white arrow saying, go this direction.
Did you know, you know how I was telling you about those skips earlier that I was looking into? Spoiler alert for anyone who sees this as a video later. I forgot that there is a skip that is ridiculously hard to do that I'm probably going to have to practice on higher.
Okay.
The platform map.
Oh.
Where all the starts are just a little bit further back and on top of each other. Which I think is a cool map design. There's a black skip on that one that I learned about. And
Yeah, you told me that. Where you finish in red instead?
Yeah, where you're supposed to bounce off the pipe.
Yeah.
So if I can learn that one and figure it out, then I will have 4 out of the 5. Yep, this is import export. And then what do we have after this? We didn't do pipe pass yet. So pipe pass is last. That one that Timmy just did red on.
Oh, goody.
Yeah. I can do red on this map, the rest I'm like subpar at. Like, can do them, but just not quickly. Somehow I'm like a savant on red though. I like first try red almost every time. Not to jinx it, but
I can occasionally get it, but never when it matters.
blue is kind of a yikes for me. I always like get to the end of it and then I try and like counter steer to like slide into the finish. And I just end up falling off for some dumb reason. And the dumb reason is my brain mostly, but it's definitely happens regularly. I'm fucking it up even before that, psyching myself out. Well, good news. It's not super important that I finish blue just yet, because 2 people are still behind us by quite a large margin. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I don't even ice slide on red, I just kind of like exist. It's really weird.
Oh, I got into the reactor boost, but I hit the red and fell.
Fun fact, you don't even have to hit the reactor boost on red. Well, like kind of. There's kind of a way to scuff it. It's not a reliable way, but there is a way to scuff it. So like below the reactor boost, in that red platform that's holding it up, there's gaps in between. If you can make it into the gap, you can just drive right into the finish.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Good news is I got it anyway.
Perfect, because I was not first trying it, as you could tell. I think for me, ice maps are very like hit and miss. I'm either really goated at them that day, or I'm really like opposite of goated at them that day. And today is not a day what I am good at ice maps.
I did the very first time I did this map, I think, or maybe the second one, I managed to beat black. And I was like, oh, that's not bad at all once you get over there.
Yeah.
And then every time I've gotten over there again, I completely failed every time.
The second jump is kind of hard. Like, I have the speed for it. I just can't always line up properly for the jump. Sometimes I'll, like, end up a little over the railing after the second jump, or I'll, like, think that I'm going to straighten out, but then forget that, like, my tires are literally iced over, so they're probably not going to do that.
All right.
Pipe pass.
Well,
This is the one to put us past Timmy's Super Royale victory count. Look at you fly.
I just want to make sure I complete it is the big thing.
So the thing for me when I switch to controller, and the reason that I've probably like have a mental block, which I don't know if like that's exactly what's happening, but I was under the impression that, you know how like steering is more dynamic on controller? I was under the impression that throttle would also be more dynamic on controller. And obviously it's not, because everyone was like, oh, just have action keys when I was playing on mouse and keyboard. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. I'll just play on controller and then it'll be like the same thing. And, you know, lo and behold, it is not a dynamic throttle on controller. It's very much the exact same throttle as not controller. And so that kind of has me fucked up, because I like try and lightly will pull the trigger to like steer forward. And obviously that makes zero fucking difference to fucking full sending it. So I think that's like a big thing for me, especially when it comes to pipe, is like I try and like lightly pull, and the light pull doesn't mean anything. So
Right. I just feel like the action keys are too cheap. Of like, oh, you need it to be this angle? Okay, we'll just hit this action key. Wait, oh shoot, oh no! Oh my god, I made the jump of red, and then I slid off the edge as I was trying to flip myself over from the turtle. And I just saw someone else jump it.
nope, that was me.
Okay.
I
was hoping it was you.
I hit the water and my car like flipped upright, much as Timmy was saying, which, you know, pog to know that that is factual and not cap. But because it was water, I still had momentum and I slid off.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. But at least no one else is getting it.
Yep, just falling off at the jump. Don't mind me. 9 seconds. Oh, they're cooked. They're not even trying.
Oof.
Oops. Well, that's a great way to.
Yeah.
That's a great way to end, where no one can beat the
red.
the red. I mean, we had Panda with 2 people, us with 2 people. All's fair in love and war.
Honestly, when it comes to random people, a lot of the times I'd rather just have no teammates than random teammates. I think it just gets in my head when I have like a teammate who's giving me literally 0 time the entire time, and I'm just like, I don't know what it is. I think I'm relying on their extra time to finish some things or something like that. But yeah, I do a whole lot better solo instead of a random person.
You know, I don't really have any preference either way, because I generally am bad. So normally, you know, the extra help, the extra person doesn't ever hurt me, I should say. The only thing that hurts me is old man fingers mostly.
Yeah.
But that was a nice easy royale.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming in. We'll see you on Sunday. If you're playing Pokemon Go today, enjoy it.
To end with wins and stuff.
Catch stuff.